Hello everyone, my name is Jacob Adams and I am a fitness and leadership coach. I'm also the creator of the concept known as common sense self-mastery. Today I just wanted to get on here and speak freely without any topic whatsoever. I don't have anywhere to go. I just wanted to get in front of the camera and share with you my thoughts without any idea of where I'm going to go. I used to love music a lot. When I say used to, I haven't gone to a concert in a while. I will be seeing Lady Gaga this year at the beginning of December. I love music. I've also, out of high school, I was a drama major. I took drama. I really wanted to be an actor in Hollywood. This is before all the scandals we see now coming out with that guy Harvey something, or that guy that was just causing a lot of trouble with the Hollywood actresses and sex for parts, etc., all those scandals. Looking back, maybe it was best I didn't become an actor. I really wanted to, I think between musician and being an actor, I always resonated with music more, which is why I have a background here of music. And yeah, like I said, I just wanted to get on here and free flow without anything. Usually I have a little bit more of a focus or a centralized theme to my videos. And if you've been watching them, I want to take a moment to thank you. I do want to take a moment to thank you. It's a beautiful Sunday evening, and the body of work that is the videos that are below, they've been there and they're for you to watch. Everything from relationship advice to nutrition advice to, I really haven't put a lot of fitness advice, and I believe that's because it's hard to instruct without a gym setting. So maybe in 2018, or I should say, it would be nice to, in 2018, sit down and actually get into some workout videos in the gym. Talking to a camera like this, it's interesting because you don't really have a lot of anything to bounce off of. I don't really know what you're thinking, how you're feeling right now. You could be in bed just sort of pessimistic, or you could be in a great mood, and then you see me. So it's very difficult to understand what exactly to say or how to say it. Like if you were in front of me, I'd be able to know exactly how to tell you what you needed to hear. But seeing as how all I have is this room and a camera and an idea of what you might need to hear or how to say it and what I need to hear and how to say it, then that's why you hear the videos they come out. Now, why am I telling you this is because, like, for example, my friend Nate Garcia, he told me, Jacob, bring more energy into your videos. Like, yeah, he showed me this guy on one of his YouTube videos, and he's like, hey, YouTube, and it's like, I can understand the feedback because, there's a moment where that's needed. I don't know if all the topics I have are exciting, like, the struggle of modern dating. That's not necessarily like, hey everyone, we're here to talk about the struggle of modern dating. Like it's sort of an incorrect frame, I think. It's sort of fake. In other words, it's sort of like it'd be a forced situation to talk about the struggles of modern dating with such high energy. It doesn't make sense, right? If you take a look at, I just saw one of my videos to see, hey, how are my videos coming across? And then one was on vision. Do you typically talk about vision with such a fervent pitch, like, oh, today I'm gonna, talk about my vision? And does that make sense? Like, or do you have to take a moment and sort of go within yourself and experience yourself and describe that vision? So I think that's what's interesting about YouTube videos, is that I've seen some of the ones that are like really popular. You know who they are. They're just really popular people that have millions of hits, and maybe I think they're being consumed by a younger crowd, 13-year-olds, etc., or 8-year-olds, and they're, dabbing is cool to them. Like, we're like, dabbing is so cool. Let's dab, ultra dabs and stuff like this. In other words, you might know exactly what I'm talking about, or maybe you don't. But to say what I'm saying, like, my videos are not designed to like just get the most amount of views at all. They're actually designed to connect with people that actually really want a cutting edge perspective that can help them move into creating traction into their work. In other words, if you want to create more traction in your career and you're considering looking into sexual transmutation, I have experience with that enough to give you an honest feedback on sexual transmutation. My vote is yes, definitely look into sexual transmutation. Some people might say, no, that's not something that, sexual transmutation is shit, someone that's just kind of going for the view and just sort of playing around with things like, oh, okay, sexual transmutation is shit, I want to go to strip clubs, I want to watch pornography, jerking off is great, cheating on people is great. Like, in other words, like, there is that view in the world. There's plenty of that. My videos come from a more mature perspective. Like, for example, I was at a party last night. Buchanan's whiskey was around, Dos Equis beers were in plenitude, and I didn't even finish my drink, which was about an ounce of Buchanan's whiskey. I didn't even finish. I threw it away. So does that make some sense? That I understand that there is a time to party and stuff like that, and a time and a place is the best way to say it. One of my mentors, Grant Cardone, talks about having a time and a place. So all I want you to understand is when you view my videos, you're basically seeing the new wave of my work. I've worked one-on-one with people. I've had my own CrossFit gym center. I've trained trainers to be trainers, to get their certification. People who I know, like, they're working at gyms nearby. Does that make sense? Making a livelihood doing that. My people that in my Advocare network marketing team are in fact making income for several years now. Like, they were able to pay their car payments this year, went to an exotic location this year, paid off their mortgages, not in full, but their monthly payments with Advocare sales, for example. So that's what I want you to see. Like, it's not, I don't have all of the views and traction of some of these people that are sort of just giving all this fun data. I'm actually that's why the main core of my work is called common sense self-mastery, because it takes a certain amount of self-mastery to not get caught up in this sort of the glitz and the glamour. Like, many of us watching this video can likely want a Lamborghini. I saw one the other day in San Francisco when I went to my cousin's wedding, and the Lamborghini was very close to her place. And I was like, wow, that's impressive. And, I saw online the other day there was this 18-year-old, and he had a Lamborghini. And again, I've always wanted a Lamborghini. It's not the main priority anymore. Like, one of my mentors, Jim Rohn, said, he goes, write down your goals, and they can change. So the priority of a Lamborghini has dropped, but I still see the awesomeness in getting that level of growth where sure, get a Lamborghini, there's no problem. Does that make sense? It's not that the Lamborghini, it's not what the Lamborghini, in other words, here's what I'm saying. This is a glass, and it's got my logo on it, and it's got Advocare in the back. Just cost me about $30 to produce. It's no big deal. That's what I'm saying, that it's a very cool thing. It helps, it's utilitarian. And you want to get to the point in your growth where you can say, sure, Lamborghini is no big deal. Does that make sense? Like, that's the understanding. Like, when I first wrote down my goals, I remember one of my mentors goes, and you might want to do this exercise. He said, take a pen and write down how much all your clothes is worth, okay? And I'm going to do this right now in front of you so you can understand what I'm saying. Take a pen and write down how much all your clothes is worth, from your shoes to your socks, etc., and write down what you paid for all of your clothes. Now, I promise you, my friend, I think at that point, including maybe my briefcase at the time, I don't know, maybe I'm pushing it there. Maybe just my clothes was about $70 worth of clothes. I was wearing a coat and a suit from the Salvation Army, or not Salvation Army, Goodwill. It was my first suit. I was like maybe 20 years old, and I paid maybe $20 for the suit, the shirt maybe 10 or whatever, 15. You get the idea. So my first suit I got from the Goodwill, and shirt, maybe I had a watch that I paid $10 for. So you get the idea. So I had about $70 worth of clothing. Right now, my shoes alone are about I paid $120 for the shoes I'm wearing today. My socks, another $5, so $130. The pants I'm wearing are worth about $70, so that puts you at $170, $200. This coat, don't know what I pay for this. It's like a $120 coat, so maybe like $300. The shirt's Under Armour, so it's $20. That's $320, $340. The ring I'm wearing is that was like $200, so it's like $600 there. So $600. Let me think. Yeah, I mean, let's just underwear. Let's just say those alone are worth. Which ones am I wearing? So maybe like 15 to 20. So say like $620 worth of clothing is what I'm wearing in front of you right now. Okay, now so based on that exercise I did a long time ago, 620 minus 70, so $550 of the difference in personal growth. And do I like my pants? Yes. Do I like my shoes? Love these shoes. Do I like my coat? Love this coat. What I'm getting at is that I've changed, and what I once would have considered, wow, like that's so expensive. Like right now, this is just my reality, and I don't think it's anything to brag about. I'm only showing you this exercise so that you may want to do this right now. Write down your goals, and honestly, write down how much, like, let's just say you got dressed up to go somewhere. I clearly put on this coat to get in front of the camera. I don't wear this while I'm making eggs or something, okay? I have, you get what I'm saying? Like, think about what you wear to a job interview or to represent yourself at work. Add up that clothing, okay? Now, if you're watching this video, let's just say, you're probably also within my range somewhere. Like, you probably have $70, $200, $20 shoes. You probably do. Your pants are also probably worth $30 to $50. If you're a woman, maybe $60, $70. I don't know. You get the idea. Your sports coat, maybe you get the idea. Or a nice shirt, it's going to be like $40. So you want in a general everyday life, you're probably wearing $200 to $300 worth of clothing when you paid for it at the store. Obviously, it goes down in value when you wear it, etc. But that's not the point. What I'm getting at, this exercise that my mentor gave me years and years ago was just designed for me to have a metric. Like I said, oh shit, it's gone up by $550. Like, I don't wake up in the morning and say, how can I make my clothes more expensive? It was more to give you a picture of personal growth. So let's just say it looks like I've improved by 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. So if I were to say, Jacob, have you improved by 500%? I would say probably more I've improved as a person. I'm stronger, I'm more experienced, I'm wiser, smarter, more patient, have a lot more just things going for me in many ways. I've gone through more trials and tribulations in life than I did at that time. So why am I telling you this? Well, first off, number one, if you've watched this video this long, I want to thank you, because sometimes people watch my videos and they watch 5 to 6 minutes and there's a whole lot of video left. And if you've watched this video, it means that you care enough about what I'm saying and enough about the message, and you see the sincerity in my eyes and what I'm looking to tell you. If you're starting with $50 worth of clothing or $10 worth of clothing, or whatever it is that you paid for your clothing, I want to tell you that, let's just say you're in your early 20s or your mid 20s. I'm saying you don't have to stay there, and the people in your life are going to sometimes try to hold you back, and sometimes it's because they're competing against you. They're not people. I feel it all the time. People compete against me subconsciously, directly, throw shade my way, and it's just after a certain time you learn to distinguish, no matter how good this person thinks they say they are to me, or how sweet they are in their heart, or how loving they are to their family, they may have issues that are persuading them to try and hold me back, whether subconsciously or in a dark malice extent or very manipulative ways, okay? So just keep that in mind as you go through life, okay? That if you have an objective, even your own family could sometimes be crappy or be not educated or not see what you see or not see your vision. And that's just the truth, dude. Straight up. Okay? And again, when you see some of my other videos, I don't necessarily have this tone 100% because I have somewhere to go. I have an objective I don't do my videos with scripts. I take a few notes and have them available on a desk, or in front of me have a few notes written, but my videos are not scripted, okay? This right here has nothing, like not even a note. This is just literally coming out. Like, you're seeing me raw, spilling my beans, no objective, did not know I was gonna tell you about that exercise with my mentor, nothing. I just want you to know, like, if you watch my videos and you managed to watch this far, I want you to know that I really am a fitness coach. I really am what I say I am. I really am a professional network marketing professional. I really have helped people make an extra $200, $300, $400, $500, sometimes thousands of dollars a month extra in addition to what they're making. I have helped many people lose 100 pounds, 50 pounds, 60 pounds. I really do use these ideologies that I share with you on a daily basis to improve my own life. Like, so nothing that I share with you is fake. Like, it's all 100% true. Like, every single one of these videos came from a very real place of research, of trial, of cutting edge information, and it's tied into what I call common sense self-mastery. And it's designed for you to be able to take a subject that seems very troubling and break it down to a simple framework, or a simple place to start, and then let the world unveil itself to you. I'm getting close to the end here. This is going to be, I'll just why not? Go ahead and make this in an 18-minute and 30-second video, because that's what my camera cuts off at. Now, naturally, anyone that knows about editing knows, well, I could just connect two videos and make them one. Naturally, the question is, why don't you do that? I've always been an efficient person my entire life. I always look to get from point A to point B. Efficient. Which is why that's what one of the key ideas of common sense self-mastery is efficiency. In other words, let's say I'm training with somebody. If they need better legs, I'm gonna use a squat, okay? Because a squat is amazing. It's been proven to help. People use it all the time. People love it all the time. It burns fat. Now, there's going to always be a critic or someone that says, like, I know people that have come out and said, oh, don't use squats. They don't recruit. And it's like, great, dude. Like, you have your perspective. Like, you have your view and you have your science. But it doesn't mean that a squat is shit. Does that make sense? Some people want to, like, there's always a critic in life. Like, there's always a critic. Like, there's someone that's going to watch this video and think there's something to say negative about it. And you know what? Okay, great. You have something negative to say. But does that make sense? There's always a critic. If you can have a certain level of certainty within yourself, then you've already won. And especially if that certainty comes from a place of sincerity and truth, and just like an honest, sincere, loving in love. Like, if your truth and your certainty is coming from this place within you, then the chances are that you're going to regret it are slim. I'm running out of time. Wanted to just get on here in free flow. My name is Jacob Adams. Have a wonderful night. It's Sunday, the day of light. Hope you meditated. See you next time. Bye.